In the buzzing streets of New York City, 13-year-old Ethan Torres lived in a cramped apartment with his single mother, Maria. She worked double shifts at a local diner to pay the bills and always told Ethan, "If you want something in life, you've got to work harder than everyone else." Ethan took that advice to heart. Every day after school, he spent hours delivering groceries around the neighborhood, saving every dime he could. He didn't have many friends and rarely played games. His life revolved around work and school. One Monday afternoon, a flyer caught Ethan's eye at school. Citywide tech competition. Build an app that solves a real-world problem. $10,000 scholarship grand prize. His heart pounded. College wasn't something he ever thought about seriously. It was expensive, far away, but this could change everything. It felt like a chance to build a better future, not just for himself, but for his mom too. But doubt crept in. He had no computer of his own, no fancy tools, no training in programming. Kids who usually won these competitions had tutors, laptops, and tech clubs. "I'm not smart like them," he told himself. "I'll just keep doing what I do best, working hard." He crumpled the flyer and tossed it into his backpack. That evening, while delivering groceries, Ethan stopped by the apartment of Mr. Brooks, a retired software engineer who always tipped extra and asked questions about school. Ethan mentioned the competition in passing. Mr. Brooks raised an eyebrow. "You know," he said slowly, "working hard is important, but working smart, that's where the real power lies. Come by tomorrow, I'll show you something." The next day, curiosity led Ethan back to Mr. Brooks's apartment. To his surprise, Mr. Brooks handed him a dusty but working laptop. "Let's build something," he said. They started small, basic coding exercises, logic puzzles. Ethan struggled, but he learned. He began staying up late after his deliveries, soaking in every lesson, and soon, an idea hit him. Ethan noticed how often he messed up his grocery deliveries. Wrong addresses, missed timings. He realized many elderly people in the area also struggled with tracking orders or remembering schedules. His idea? An app called DropRight, a simple delivery management system that elderly customers could easily use to schedule, track, and confirm deliveries. He worked on it relentlessly. Some nights, he coded until 3 a.m. before waking up for school at 7. Other kids mocked him. "You think you're gonna win that thing? You're the delivery kid, not some tech genius." But Ethan kept going. Mr. Brooks guided him through bugs, testing, and even designing a clean, user-friendly interface. As the submission deadline approached, Ethan faced a harsh reality. His grades had started to slip, and his mom was worried. "You need rest, mijo," she said. "You're working too hard." That night, Ethan sat quietly on the rooftop, the city lights blinking below. He realized he had to make a shift. He reorganized his schedule, prioritizing focused study blocks, automating parts of his app testing, and even outsourcing feedback from users in the building. He stopped trying to do everything, and instead started doing what mattered most, efficiently. That was his turning point. The day of the competition came. Kids with polished presentations and expensive gear filled the auditorium. Ethan stood with his old laptop and a printed flyer for DropRight. Judges asked hard questions. How do you plan to scale? What makes your app different from DoorDash or Instacart? But Ethan didn't waver. "This app isn't for profit," he replied. "It's for people like Mrs. Graham on 4th Street who forgets what day it is, or Mr. Davis who needs a reminder to check his sugar-free order. It's built for them, because I live this every day." A week later, Ethan received an email. Subject: "Congratulations, City Tech winner." He'd won the $10,000 scholarship, mentorship from a local tech firm. When he told his mom, she cried silently, holding his face in her hands. Ethan didn't stop delivering groceries right away. Instead, he used his scholarship to join a tech incubator, scaled DropRight with help from professionals, and trained other kids in his neighborhood to code and manage deliveries. What started as a struggle turned into a system, a community-powered initiative that helped both the elderly and youth earn and learn. Years later, Ethan stood on a TEDx stage, now the founder of a social impact startup. "My mom taught me how to work hard," he said, smiling. Mr. Brooks taught me how to work smart. I needed both. Hard work builds your character. Smart work shapes your destiny. But when they come together, that's when lives change. Ethan didn't just return with money or success. He returned with a mindset shift. He went back to his old school, donated laptops, started workshops, and built a mentorship network, ensuring no kid with a dream had to give it up for lack of tools or guidance. Moral: hard work lays the foundation, but smart work builds the future. Together, they don't just change lives, they create legacies.